and gentlemen, welcome back to Apex Investor. This is the news update for whatever day this is there, Wednesday, January the 5th. Okay, sneak peek before it opens tomorrow. Okay, this is the metamaterial subreddit. There's so much news going on. Wow, there's actually so much news. We have a deluge of news for metamaterials. So I'm going to vet these before I read them. So stay tuned. We have a lot to present to you today. Okay, so the first item to report on is the one hell of a PR release from SEKISUI. And why is this big? Well, SEKISUI has publicly announced their collaboration with metamaterials, and they've demonstrated the effectiveness of their film with a collaboration with DoCoMo. So they want to nanoweb eyes all of Japan. They want to do that in the major cities, and this is really going to turn things around for metamaterials. We're going to see this reach maybe not the full potential, but part of its potential. When we saw $20 last year, that was only the tip of the iceberg. This company is worth easily in the triple digits, very easily. And just that one product with SEKISUI could bring it to $100. So it became, okay, maybe not 100, take that back. At least 20, at the very least 20. When you consider NanoWeb, consider their healthcare products and other things, this is going to go to triple digits. And that's not even counting the connections with the Department of Defense, Department of Energy, geothermal energy, I should say. Corning Willow glass. Ultra thin, bendable, flexible glass sheet is coming. Okay, let's take a look at that. That's interesting. I never heard of bendable glass. Actually, no, there is a foldable glass. Willow glass is an ultra-thin, lightweight, and conformable glass made using Corning's proprietary fusion draw process. It is manufactured at thicknesses that create unique properties, such as the ability to be flexed. Watch this video to learn more about our fusion manufacturing process. So I don't know how this connects to metamaterials. Do they have a deal with Willow? I don't get it. Ultra bullish right now. Not only is the technology being validated, unlike that BS short report, but also possible partnerships. So Corning glass, they make glass for every freaking phone out there. Is that right? I don't know. I cannot confirm or deny. Galaxy Z Fold 3 uses Corning glass Victus for display. If George can't secure the partnership, we might be involved in the production of the next Galaxy Fold phones. The same glass that Corning makes is being explored by Tesla specifically for their Cybertruck. And I noticed there's 8 images here, so let's just see what it says. Roll-to-roll manufacturing. This thin, conformable glass offers efficient, low-cost roll-to-roll manufacturing in rolls at thicknesses of 100 and 200 microns, 1.3 meters wide, and up to 300 meters in length. Watch the video to learn more. Next slide. Non-porous glass surface. Willow glass is a perfect hermetic barrier that protects sensitive materials from moisture, oxygen, and staining. Check out our Willow glass fact sheet to learn more. Okay. Next one. Gleaming glass finishes are a hallmark of today's sleek building designs. That's just part of the story. Modern glass also combines perfectly with some of the construction industry's latest technology, resulting in a whole new level of efficiency and affordability. It all starts with super thin, flexible glass, so thin it can be rolled into. I can't read that. Okay, it's only half of the words. It can carry as much as 4,000 square feet of glass on a single spool, making it much easier to ship and handle than flat sheets. Processors can roll the glass onto a traditional flat building material and create a durable, glistening laminate. This is where the convergence of construction technology and contemporary glass starts to reap. Okay, this is getting a little too verbose. Are they connected with Meta? Because if they're not, I don't want to waste anyone's time. Companies like Dirt Environmental Solutions are applying these concepts in homes. All right. I still don't see the connection. Is this just speculative? I don't get it. I feel duped. We are CES Ready Day 1. Yeah, I still don't see the connection. Maybe I need to look at the full picture. Yeah, I really didn't see anything there. Sorry to waste your time, but yeah, there's no connection. People were just trying to, I guess they're just trying to mislead people with this post. Unless you know the connection, it says 53 upvotes, so I don't know why it does, but I don't see a connection here. Unless they made a deal that I don't know about with Corning. Yeah, I don't see anything here. It's just SEKISUI here. Alright, let's look at the next one. Let's expand that one as well. The number 7 slide. So I'm doing this live. Well, not really live, but I mean, I'm not editing this, so you can pretty much see my reaction if there's a connection or not. Doesn't seem to be a connection. So this will be the last slide we're going to look at for this news item. Okay, did I just miss it? Where is it? Oh, okay. Wow, we showcase nanoweb demos which are printed on our standard PET film substrates in the first time in the Corning Incorporated's Willow glass. Wow, okay, yeah, wow, okay, this is confirmed. We just confirmed. George just, wow, okay, it's huge. That is big. So not just SEKISUI today, but Corning Incorporated as well. Okay, I gotta pause and just take a... Okay, so welcome back. This is a post about an image, Corning, from Corning, pharmaceutical packaging. Mobile consumer electronics. Corning continues to advance its objective of delivering more Corning content and capturing higher revenue per device. During the quarter, Samsung introduced its Galaxy Z or Z Fold 3 5G and Galaxy Z Flip 3 5G, both featuring Corning Gorilla Glass Victus. These devices feature Corning Gorilla Glass with DX for device cameras, marking Corning's entrance into a new product category. Additionally, nearly 30 new devices, including smartphones, wearables, and laptops, launched featuring Corning Gorilla Glass. Corning is uniquely suited to address global trends toward cleaner, safer vehicles that enhance the driving experience. Jeep and Corning announced that a windshield with Corning Gorilla Glass is available as a factory-installed option on Jeep. Okay, so yeah, there's a potential. I can say that it's not confirmed, but there could be a partnership in regards to Corning and their dealings with such companies, as was mentioned. Yeah, a lot of people are just very excited on the metamaterial subreddit, and for good reason. This could be one of the biggest stocks, one of the biggest rises of a stock that we've seen in a long time, and for good reason. Is what I'm trying to say. For good reason. Metamaterials investors alert. Many metamaterials investors might not know they are holding gold. A metamaterial is any material engineered to have a property that is not found in naturally occurring materials. Imagine, this is huge. We need this now to save the earth, climate change today. We will need this when we live on the moon, Mars, etc. This technology is amazing. Okay, yeah, this technology is amazing. It's true. We have plenty of diamond-handed investors here. We are going to keep chipping away. We will get our reward soon enough. As everyone says, just a little time and some patience, we will get there, and I agree. Yeah, this is a big test of our patience. Don't sell below $20. This stock is going straight to the moon, I think. It's going to take a while, but it'll get there. SEKISUI Chemical develops transparent and flexible radio wave reflection film for 5G communications. So this is just being reposted multiple times, but rightly so. It is a really good news. Really good news. Okay, this post is taking a while. Using the advantages of transparency, flexibility. Let me just hit the highlights here. They plan to start distributing sample products in fiscal 2022, aiming to achieve a target of 6 billion yen. Again, I think I repeated myself. Presented this previously. That's about, I think, 500 million US? I'm not sure. This technology will be presented at the following trade shows, so right now, and then another one at the end of the month at DoCoMo Open House. So thank you for that. So we could expect more news, press releases from SEKISUI in connection to metamaterials at the end of the month, the mid-end to the month. It says SEKISUI is presenting Meta Tech. Okay, it's being triple posted at DoCoMo's Open House. I think that's pretty much covered that. T plus 5,000. I'm buying more weekly till $100 per share. It's going to change the world in 5 to 10 years. This person is reading my mind. I completely agree. And everything. We've been blowing air at windshields for what? 80 to 100 years? Game changer. Innovation is not good news for the old guard. Okay. Yeah, this is, it's not the best post ever, but it's straight to the point that, his instincts are right, in my opinion. George knows it. I know it. You know it. I, however, will be holding for the trillion market cap, or 1 trillion market cap. That's like Apple. If I need money, I'll get a loan backed by my shares or sell covered call at the top of a spike. This is world-changing tech and life-changing. So a lot of people are just feeling it today, that this stock is on the way to the moon. Yeah, definitely. I don't even know what to call this video. Okay, so we have this post from JBridge9. He's asking which smartwatch is this, and scroll down. It looks like an Apple Watch to me, but it says Meta Functional Film. So I'm not sure if they got permission to use an Apple Watch, or this is something completely separate from that. Yeah, it does look like the Apple Watch, which you can find on the DoCoMo website. So, yikes, this could be a collaboration. I don't know, unless it's just them using Apple. Can you just do that? I don't think you can just take a product of another company and use it to prop yourself up, but we'll see. There's a question from a poster asking, what is the strategy here? Are we going to buy Meta or the dividend? I just say both. Buy both. Obviously, you should get some of the MMTLP before that is no longer available, and buy metamaterials stock as well, because it's set to explode, especially from what we've seen today. But between the two, if you only choose one, I'd say metamaterials. As it is, like the actual stock, but they're both good investments. But between the two, metamaterials, there's really no ceiling. As we know, MMTLP, the most it can be worth is roughly, I think $50. It's probably the highest we'll see it go up to. But in terms of the stock, yeah, this is triple digit. So even the dividend is not going to be worth that much in the triple digits, and maybe even $1,000 if it gets to that point. But man, it's going to be amazing. Okay, so that's all for that. The last post is probably the biggest post we have reported on, maybe the whole month, if true. So we're going to look at the Apple Meta connection, a perspective of a law student, Meta's participation in CES and their presence at the convention has created some very interesting connection theories to pop up again, mainly the one involving Apple. The image below has been posted again by Jay Bridge, and as you can see, the picture in question shows what we can reasonably assume is an Apple Watch. For reference, I'll include a picture of the Apple Watch. So some thoughts to come to mind is George announcing something without actually announcing something? This is like a subtle hint at a deal that he just can't announce because, you know, the dividend hasn't been dealt with yet. Maybe he's going to sabotage himself if he said, you know, we have a deal with Apple and then they're going to drive the price down. I mean, it's going to be like a bloodbath. But once the dividend is all, you know, the dust settles with that, then that's probably the best time for him to say, okay, we have a deal with Apple. Holy smoke. Metamaterials to the roof. Through the roof, you know, $100 like the next day. I mean, between Tesla and Apple, I think Apple's the bigger deal. But I don't know. We'll see. Why not both, right? Why not Apple and Tesla? Holy. As you can see, the two, being a law student myself, such use of Apple imagery got me to ask two questions. Number one, does Meta have a connection with Apple that would grant them the ability, or I should say permission, to use such imagery? Number two, if they don't have the connection or permission in this case, how can they use the imagery and avoid a lawsuit, an expensive lawsuit at that? For the answers to those questions, I went to the roots of the Apple tree themselves, Apple's website, and the legal section of it. Okay, very good. This is a really good post. And the unauthorized use of Apple trademarks, the sections applicable to the Meta state the following rules. Apple logo and Apple-owned graphic symbols. You may not use the Apple logo. In this case, they did not use the Apple logo. Or other Apple-owned graphic symbol, logo, or icon, or in connection with the website's products. So there we go. He bolded that. So yeah, they used the picture of the Apple Watch. That is a product, since it represents a product in their lineup. I assume the shape and design of the Apple Watch is protected under trademark and patent laws. It is. From reading this section, one could think that Meta would certainly not have the ability to use Apple's products in their own material, promotional material. And however, in the section depictions of Apple products, section 2 states the following. Compatibility. If you are a developer, you may show oh, wow. Wow, okay, so you just struck gold here, potential gold. You may show an image of an Apple product in your promotions to depict that your product is compatible with or works with Apple. Or I should say Apple product, not Apple. Still, huge. Your product is in fact compatible with or works with the Apple product. Oh man, this is either the troll of a lifetime or this is like a huge deal. Yeah, you can't just use that. I couldn't do that. Like, no one can just, if you have a company, let's just say McDonald's use a picture of an iPhone or whatever. They can't do that without the express written permission of Apple. Yeah, that's a no-go. Okay, the image is an actual photograph of the genuine Apple product and not an artist's rendering. So you must obtain express written permission from Apple before using any photograph owned or licensed by Apple. The Apple product is shown only in the best light. The reference to Apple does not create a sense of endorsement or sponsorship. This would mean Meta Materials could use the imagery of Apple's product, the Apple Watch in this case, without having a partnership with them, as long as the subsection rules are satisfied, which in my humble opinion they all are. Oh, okay. So this is probably nothing then. Another thing I saw was another thing I was asked. Wait, what is he asking? Another thing I saw asked. Okay, he's talking like in two sides of his mouth. Another thing I saw, and then I asked why was the Apple logo not shown in the promotional imagery that may be explained by authorized use of Apple trademarks. Okay, so he says in section 3 here, you may use an Apple word mark in connection with book titles, magazines, periodicals, or conferences, provided you comply with the following requirements. Okay, so this is really the bringing it home now. D, the Apple logo or any other Apple-owned graphic symbol, logo, icon, or image does not appear on or in the publication or any materials related to the publication, seminar, or conference without express written permission from Apple. Okay, so this is a conference, obviously the Consumer Electronics Show, one of the biggest shows of its type in the world and the whole planet, and they did use Apple's product in this conference. E, a disclaimer of sponsorship, affiliation, or endorsement by Apple similar to the following is included on the publication and on all printed related printed materials, such as title is an independent publication and has not been authorized, sponsored, or otherwise approved by Apple. So with the use of the Apple Watch, could be telling us is that the film developed by Meta is compatible with Apple, and not necessarily that there is a partnership between the two. Okay, yeah, let's go to the side of caution. Since there is no logo of Apple appearing anywhere in the booth, it is reasonable to assume that Apple did not give the permission to use their logo, and therefore Meta could not do it, because there is a section that gives permission for use of Apple products and technologies compatible with them. Meta is probably just fine using the imagery of the Apple Watch. Oh, okay, so that is a troll job then. Just a little research I dug up. I'm on break from school. Okay, so thank you for doing that. Yeah, I agree. I don't think there's a connection with Apple. So the conclusion is there is no deal, but it is such a troll job. I don't know. George is probably one of the greatest trolls in recent memory. First the Tesla retweets, and is there connection? Is there not? We don't know. Now with Apple, is there connection? Or is there not? We don't know, but I think it's safe to assume there is no connection. So this has been debunked. Okay. So that's all for this video. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. And till next time, may God bless you all, and God bless your investments.